Hi there and welcome to Ruby's Recipes, where we bring kids into the kitchen and whisk up a passion for preparing healthy foods together. My name is Kelsey Meyer and I'm the head chef of Ruby's Recipes. Today we're going to be whisking up all the colors of the rainbow using fruits and vegetables. Joining me today, I have three head chefs in training, Isla, Ethan, and Michael. Isla will be starting us off with a recipe that you can make on the grill or in the oven. Teriyaki shish kebabs with pineapple rice. For our second recipe, Michael will be helping us make a quick and easy strawberry salsa. And to continue adding fruit to the unexpected, we will be wrapping up this episode with a fruit pizza. So Isla, we're going to have a lot of colors in today's recipes. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is hot pink.
Ooh, you know, I love pink too, but I think my favorite color might be red, which makes me think that we actually don't have strawberries for today's recipes, and we need one for our strawberry salsa, so I might have to text Ruby because she is out at the farmer's market right now and she can pick us up some fresh strawberries. So let me just send her a text. All right, she said she'll pick us up some strawberries for our strawberry salsa, and while she's out there shopping, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our pineapple rice. So we have 1 cup of rice, and you can pour it in there for us. And then what we'll wanna do is we'll take a can of pineapple, and this is crushed pineapple, and I'll open it up for us. Now, Isla, what's your favorite fruit?
Kiwi, probably.
Ooh, yummy. So now that I have that drained, what I want you to do is just pick that up and dump it in there with the rice. Great, good job. So from this little bit of pineapple juice that we have, we actually want to take it and add it to our water. So we have about 1.5 cups water, and we want to pour it in our water till we get to about 2 cups. Right about there?
Yep.
Okay, and I'll have you pour that into our saucepan. So now that we have our rice, we have our pineapple, a little bit of pineapple juice and water, next thing we need to do is we just need to add some butter. So we need 2 tablespoons, so you can see it right here. Yep, just take the paper, yep, hold the paper like that and just kind of drop it in. Yeah, see if I can get the other side for you. So the last thing that we need to add is just a couple tablespoons of lime juice. So I'll have you put that in there. So it's time to put it on our stovetop and bring it to a boil. So I'll go ahead and do that. And while it's simmering and cooking, what we can do is we can start preparing our rainbow kebabs. So we'll clean up a little bit and then we'll come back and make our kebabs. Now that you can hear we have our rice boiling, what we'll do is we'll turn it down to a simmer and we will put a lid on top of it and just let it simmer and cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. So what we need to do for our shish kebabs, first of all, is we have our oven preheating to 400 degrees. We are going to be cooking this in the oven. We actually have our chicken and we have our shrimp pre-marinating with a teriyaki sauce that you can get at any of your local grocery stores. We also have a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, but first we need to cut up our zucchini. So I'm gonna have you help me with that. And I know that you are pretty good at chopping, so I'll have you use this one here. So I'll just have you first cut off the end for me. Good job. So what is your favorite vegetable, Isla?
Probably cucumbers.
Ooh, now zucchinis and cucumbers are very similar, so hopefully you'll like the zucchini too. Good job. All right, I think maybe we can get one more. Yep, and be careful of your fingers. Good, perfect. So it's time to start putting our skewers together. So since we're going to be handling meat that's been marinating, what we want to do is put on some gloves. So I have these here for you. Perfect. Okay, so let's start. I'll give you one right here and then I'll take one myself. Now you have to be careful when you're working with skewers because they are pointy on the end. So So I'll give you a piece of chicken, and what we want to do is we just want to take it and we want to poke it through like this. And of course, be really careful with your fingers. Nice. And then maybe we can do a zucchini right after that one. Let's do the sweet potato next. Now for sweet potatoes, one tip is to slice them up and then put them in your microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. This just kind of tenderizes them a little bit and makes it easier to put on the skewer. Another piece of chicken. Whoop, a little slippery. Okay, how about we do red peppers? It'll go along with the red that'll be in our strawberry salsa. Okay, and then how about we add some shrimp onto it?
Okay, yay, I love shrimp.
Shrimp is one of my favorites too. And I don't think we've used tomatoes yet, so let's do a red tomato. And then maybe we'll top it off with one more piece of chicken if you can fit it.
Yay, I can fit it.
Great, great. Okay, and I'll have you put it right here on our pan. Okay, while I put these here, let's assemble 2 more. Now that we've cleaned up our kitchen a little bit, it's time to finish off our shish kebabs by brushing them with a little bit of our extra teriyaki sauce marinade and some olive oil. Yep, you want to just coat all the pieces. Perfect, perfect. And then I'll brush with the marinade, some extra teriyaki. Now, since we had our oven preheating, I will move these out of the way and go ahead and put this in the oven at 400 degrees. So this will bake in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I'll put this in the oven to bake. Now that we have that in the oven baking, we don't want to forget about our rice that's been simmering on the stove. Wow, that looks really good. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. And it smells really, really good. And then while our shish kebabs are cooking, what we want to do is we just want to turn the heat off on the stove, and then we'll be ready to serve the 2 together as a meal. Okay, Isla, are you ready to try? I think I'm going to try the rice because I've never had pineapple with rice. Wow, this is really, really good. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's light. And I think it really complements all the recipes that we have today. So thank you so much, Isla. And next up on Ruby's Recipes, Ruby's Rainbow, we are going to be mixing some fresh tomatoes and strawberries to make a refreshingly tart salsa.
I hope you have been enjoying Ruby's recipes. Getting kids into the kitchen as early as possible is the best way to set them up for success when it comes to making healthy eating choices. My name is Kelly Feniger, and I'm the Director of Education and Outreach at WBGU-PBS. We're here today to show you how fun and educational cooking as a family can be. We're also here to invite you to join Ruby's Frog Squad, which is our special kids club that includes a birthday club membership. To sign your child up as a Frog Squad member and a member of our birthday club, visit wbgu.org/Frog Squad. Just by signing up, we'll send a special birthday card during your child's birthday month, and we'll wish them a happy birthday on air. You'll also receive a quarterly Frog blog newsletter with information about upcoming kids events and the latest news about our kids programming and activities. In addition to signing up for our birthday club, you can also contribute to WBGU-PBS in support of our programming. And as a thank you for your contribution, we'll send you some adorable Frog Squad gifts for the children in your life. When you donate $60 per year to WBGU, we'll send you a plushy frog keychain. Additionally, with a yearly contribution of $60 or more, you'll also receive Preview. That's our monthly viewer's guide. And you'll get access to the PBS streaming service Passport, as well as a birthday club membership for your children or grandchildren. With a contribution of $90 per year, we'll send you the frog keychain and a frog plush, both wearing adorable mini WBGU t-shirts. And finally, by making a $120 yearly contribution, you'll receive the Frog keychain, an adorable frog plush, and a handy FrogSquad lunch bag. Make your contribution now by calling 1-800-410-2727 or by going online to wbgu.org/FrogSquad. Now let's get back to Ruby's recipes.
Next up, we're going to be making a strawberry salsa with the perfect balance of fruit and vegetables. So thank you, Michael, for helping me out in the kitchen today with this recipe. Now, I have to ask, have you ever tried salsa with fruit in it before?
Maybe, I forgot.
Well, I think the recipe we're going to be making today will be unforgettable. And the main ingredient of our strawberry salsa is strawberries, which Ruby has gone out to get for us today. So we'll welcome Ruby to the kitchen. She is bringing with her our main ingredient. So thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you for our strawberries. We are so excited to start making this fresh recipe that you can enjoy with your friends and family. Thank you. All right, so thank you so much, Ruby, for bringing us our main ingredient. For this recipe, you're going to have some really simple ingredients today. You're going to have your strawberries, of course, 4 plum tomatoes, a red onion, and we are going to be chopping up a jalapeno. Anytime you're in the kitchen with an adult, you always want to make sure that you have an adult present if you're using anything sharp, and we have a safety knife with us today. So we'll start by just taking our strawberries. We want to just cut off the tops here. Good job. And then we'll put it right here in this big glass bowl. This is where we're going to be preparing our salsa. You are such a good chef in the kitchen. Do you like to eat your fruits and vegetables?
Kinda.
Maybe you don't like eating them, but you like chopping them up, right? Yeah. Good job. I think we made a great team. Okay, so we have all of the strawberries chopped up. The next thing that we'll want to do is we'll want to cut up the tomatoes. So what we'll do is we'll just take our knives here and we'll cut off the front like this. Good job. I'm gonna have you put it in there for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hiya.
Yes, hiya. And then we'll cut the tomato in half, and we want to be really careful with our fingers. So you'll take each piece and you'll cut it in half again. And then you just want to take each of the pieces that you have and just chop them up a little bit smaller like this. Good job. Ooh, your tomatoes are looking really good. All right, I think they're ready to go in the bowl. And then you'll just push it in there. Perfect. Wow, professional. All right, so we'll put mine in. Okay, so if I let you cut the jalapeno, you have to promise not to touch your eyes. So what we'll do is I'll give you some gloves that you can wear. How about that?
Sure. Okay,
let me grab those for you. Okay, Michael has his gloves on and he's promised me he's not going to touch his face or his eyes, because if you do that after you handle anything spicy, any peppers, makes you teary-eyed and all that. So I will first cut off the top of the jalapeno for you just to make it a little bit easier. And then what I want you to do is just slice that up for me. Now, I get to do the onion, which means I might actually cry. So we will see if that happens today. Similar with the tomatoes, you can choose if you want this to be a chunky salsa and chop them a little bit chunkier, or if you want to maybe mince them a little bit. That's looking good. Careful with your fingers. Okay, I think that's good. So we'll put all of our spicy things in there. We'll do our jalapenos.
Try after, because the chemicals make a second.
And then we're gonna do our onion. So let me clean up for a second, and then we'll come back and we will add the last few ingredients. Okay, so we've mixed all of our fruits and vegetables. Now it's time to add the final couple ingredients that we have. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stir in 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I will slice it and then I will have you squeeze this over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let you go like this and squeeze it over top for me.
Okay.
So we're gonna use the juice of 1 lime for this. Nice, good job, Michael. I'll give it one big final squeeze here. All right, so after you add the juice of the lime, you want to add 2 garlic cloves, and I'm going to actually have you do 2 scoops, and this is a 1 tablespoon scoop here.
Okay.
That's good. Great, thank you. And then last but not least, we're gonna have 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So I will have you hold this for me and I'll pour it in there and then I'll have you pour it in the bowl. All right, pour that in the bowl for me. And then you can do the honor of mixing everything together.
Oh, dang it.
It's all right, it's always okay to get a little messy in the kitchen. Make sure we have everything mixed together. Okay, so after you've made your salsa, what you want to do is you can cover and refrigerate for about 2 hours before serving. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and we'll plate it and we'll try some ourselves. All right, so it's been about 2 hours that this has been chilling in the fridge, and I think what we're gonna need to do now is we're gonna need to taste test our recipe. All right, Michael, you ready to try our strawberry salsa?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. That is really, really good.
That's good.
Yeah, do you think it's really good? Yeah. The taste of the fruit with the vegetables and the spiciness goes really, really well together. Thank you so much, Michael, for helping me in the kitchen today with this recipe. It really turned out great. I honestly think I'll be making this for years to come. And next up on Ruby's recipe, Ruby's Rainbow, we are going to be making a rainbow fruit pizza. You don't want to miss this.
Welcome back. We just love having a chance to invite our Kids Club members behind the scenes and onto the set of Ruby's Recipes. This show, along with others such as BGSU Brain Game, The Journal, our local documentaries, and scenic stops and stories are all brought to you by the generous support of our WBGU members. Here are some of the benefits you could enjoy just for becoming a supporter of WBGU-PBS. For no cost at all, you can sign your child or grandchild up to become a WBGU Birthday Club member. During their birthday month, we will send them a card and wish them a happy birthday on air. You can sign them up at wbgu.org/FrogSquad. We also have some adorable Ruby's Frog Squad thank you gifts that we can send you when you make a contribution in support of WBGU's educational and entertaining programming. When you donate $60 per year to WBGU, we'll send you a plushy frog keychain that your child is sure to love. Additionally, when you make a yearly contribution of $60 or more, you will also receive Preview, our monthly viewer's guide, and you'll get access to the PBS streaming service Passport, as well as that birthday club membership for your child or grandchild. With a contribution of $90 per year, we'll send you the frog keychain and a frog plush, both wearing adorable mini WBGU t-shirts. And finally, by making a $120 yearly contribution, you'll receive the frog keychain, an adorable frog plush, and a handy Frog Squad lunch bag. Make your contribution now by calling 1-800-410-2727 or by going online to wbgu.org/FrogSquad. Now let's get back to Ruby's Recipes.
Now on to the final dish of Ruby's Recipes, Ruby's Rainbow. I have Ethan here with me, and this recipe is going to have lots of color in it as well. So, Ethan, what is your favorite color in the rainbow?
Light green.
Ooh.
But I liked it mixed with teal.
Pretty. And you know, you are wearing green too, so I could see why that would be your favorite color. I think, you know, my favorite color is probably red or pink, so yep. And we're gonna have lots of different colors in our recipe today. So we are going to be making a sweet fruit pizza. And this involves a little bit of cookie dough for the crust. So of course, the first thing you're gonna need to do is we have our oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'll have you spray this pan for me. Great, thank you so much. We're also gonna use parchment paper, so you can either just spray the pan and put the cookie dough over top of the cooking spray. And what it'll do is it will actually use the cooking spray to stick, so that way when we put the cookie dough on top of it, it won't spread around too much. So what we want to do to make the crust is we'll take our cookie dough and I'll cut it up into little bits, and then together we'll just spread it out across the pan. How does that sound?
Good.
Now, what is your favorite type of cookies?
I really like my grandma's because she like makes it where it's not burnt, but it has enough burntness to like be like crispy. And then the chocolate chips get all nice and melted. Like they're not already melted, they're still in the chocolate chip, and then they're...
Your grandma's chocolate chip cookies sound really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just kind of start pushing the cookie dough together so that it looks like a pizza crust. Now this part is gonna be hard for me to not wanna just eat the cookie dough.
I know.
But we're gonna wanna do our best here and just use it for the pizza crust. All right, you think this looks pretty good?
Yep.
Okay, so let me go put this in the oven. Okay, so now we're going to be making our pizza sauce, or kind of like an icing. So what we need is we need 1 pack of cream cheese. So I'll have you open that up and put it in the bowl for me. So now going along with this, we'll have 1/3 cup of sugar. So I will scoop this and I'll have you put it in the bowl for me.
Sugar.
This is gonna be nice and yummy and sweet. And then last but not least, we're gonna have some vanilla. So we'll have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And I think I'll pour this in there for us. Go. Now, Ethan, do you think you wanna help me by blending this together?
Yes.
Yes, okay, well, I'll turn it on for you. And I'll hold the bowl and you can start blending. It's all right if a little comes out of the bowl.
I think that's good.
Yep. Woo. It's okay. We'll set this aside and we're going to get our toppings out, and then we're also going to get out our crust and let that cool, and then we'll come back and we'll put them all together for our pizza. Now, while that's setting aside and cooling, what we want to do for our toppings is take our fruit of choice. And for today, we have strawberries, blueberries, and a little bit of kiwi. Now, we also have a little bit of some apple jelly. So what we want to do is I will spoon about 1/2 cup of the jelly, and then I'll have you put it in the bowl.
It doesn't look like a jelly, it looks like Jell-O.
Yeah, it kind of does. I think we're almost at about 1/2 cup here. All right, I'll have you pour it in the bowl. And then we'll just kind of mix it up a little bit here, because then what we're going to do is we're going to pour all of our fruit in here, and then we're just going to kind of toss our fruit with the jelly. Now that's nice and mixed up. So next I'll have you take each of these things of fruit and dump them in the bowl. Okay, next we have the blueberries.
That looks good.
Yes, it's looking really good. And last but not least, some kiwi.
I actually never tried kiwi before.
Oh, great. So this will be a new opportunity for you. Okay, so I'll have you just gently kind of mix all of those together.
Looks like a fruit salad.
It does look like a fruit salad. This looks good. I think we've got it all mixed pretty well here, Ethan. The next thing is to take the delicious frosting, AKA our pizza sauce, and I'll have you take this and I'm gonna put it on here, and then I'll have you spread it around for me. All right, so I'll just have you, yep, I'll hold it and you can spread it around the pizza.
You can't tell that it actually was made from cream and cheese. You would expect yogurt.
Yeah, you kind of would. I think this looks pretty good, don't you think so?
Yep.
Yep. So I'll start pouring these. Wow, this looks really colorful, doesn't it?
It's actually raining food out of the sky.
It is. Now we might not need all of it, but let's see. I'll have you spread around what we have on there. Let's see if it covers the pizza. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to get a pizza cutter and we're going to cut ourselves a slice of this delicious fruit pizza. Okay, let's try our dessert. Ethan, you ready?
Yeah. That's good.
That's really good. Oh my gosh. Pretty good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Ethan. I've had such a great time today with all of the kids in the kitchen making all of these recipes. And that's all the time we have on this episode of Ruby's Recipes. So a big shout out to all of our chefs in training, Isla, Ethan, and Michael. Thank you for helping me out in the kitchen today. For those at home, we hope that we have whisked up a passion for preparing healthy foods together. We also want to remind you to sign your kids up for our Frog Squad. Just by signing up at WBGU.org, you will get a free birthday card, your kid's name on our monthly birthday spot, and our free quarterly Ruby's Frog Squad e-newsletter. It's filled with family fun activities and news about upcoming programs and events. Now, I'm gonna go get another piece of this pizza, and we will see you guys next time on Ruby's Recipes.